Assigning project work is a routine part of leadership, but phrasing matters. The common way is, can you take care of this task for me? While it gets the job done, it can sound like passing off work rather than entrusting responsibility. A more empowering alternative is, I'd like you to take the lead on this project task. This positions the person not as a helper, but as someone trusted with ownership. It communicates confidence and gives the task more significance, motivating the individual to commit with pride. Delegating to a junior employee is both about efficiency and growth. The typical line is, please handle this simple assignment. While clear, it risks sounding dismissive, as though the work lacks value. A stronger alternative is, this would be a great task for you to practice your skills. This reframing shows that the assignment is meaningful and directly tied to their development. It transforms delegation from a chore into an opportunity, encouraging the junior to approach it with motivation and focus. In team settings, delegation often happens on the fly. The common way is, can someone do this part of the project? While it opens the floor, it lacks direction and may result in confusion or reluctance. A better alternative is, I'd like you to take ownership of this section. It fits your strengths. This approach is direct, targeted, and supportive. It acknowledges the individual's skills, builds confidence, and ensures accountability. Delegation becomes purposeful rather than vague. When delegating to an assistant, clarity and respect go a long way. The usual phrasing is, please organize this file for me. While functional, it can come across as transactional. An alternative is, could you manage the filing so I can focus on the other details? This not only assigns the task, but explains its importance in the bigger picture. It acknowledges the assistant's role in enabling productivity and creates a sense of partnership rather than hierarchy. Urgent delegation needs urgency without sounding abrupt. The typical phrase is, can you finish this quickly? While clear, it can feel rushed and stressful. A stronger alternative is, I'll need you to prioritize this and finish it as soon as possible. This phrasing frames the urgency as priority setting, not just haste. It shows respect for the person's time while clarifying the importance. The message is urgent but professional, inspiring action without unnecessary stress. Delegating reports is a common task, but tone matters. The common line is, please prepare this report. While fine, it can sound cold and directive. An alternative is, I'd appreciate it if you could compile the report for tomorrow. This adds gratitude and a clear timeline, turning a demand into a request. It fosters accountability while maintaining respect. Appreciation motivates people to put more effort into their work, making delegation more effective. After meetings, follow-up notes are crucial. The common phrasing is, can you send the notes? While functional, it feels abrupt and minimal. A stronger alternative is, I'd like you to draft and share the meeting notes with the team. This clarifies the scope and importance of the task, framing it as part of communication and documentation. It creates accountability and signals that the notes are not just a formality, but a contribution to team clarity. Research delegation is often phrased casually. The common way is, please look this up for me. While direct, it sounds like a quick errand. A better alternative is, could you do some quick research and share your findings? This makes the request feel like a meaningful contribution rather than a small task. It adds purpose by emphasizing the sharing of insights, which validates the effort and shows the task's value in decision-making. Scheduling meetings is a task that needs precision. The typical line is, can you set up the meeting? While straightforward, it leaves the details vague. A more effective alternative is, please coordinate everyone's schedules and arrange the meeting time. This clarifies expectations and empowers the person to manage logistics. It transforms the task from simply sending invites to orchestrating collaboration, which gives the work more importance and responsibility. Delegating to a peer requires diplomacy. The common phrasing is, "Could you do this for me?" While polite, it can sound like shifting workload without context. A better alternative is, "Would you be able to take this task so I can focus on the other items?" This communicates transparency. You're not dumping work, but balancing responsibilities. It respects your peer's effort and builds mutual trust, making delegation feel collaborative rather than one-sided. Delegating admin work is a frequent need in teams. The typical phrase is, "Please handle the admin work." While clear, it can sound transactional and give no sense of importance. An alternative is, "Could you take care of the admin tasks so we stay on track?" This framing links the task to team progress. It shows that admin work has purpose and value in the bigger picture. By tying responsibility to impact, the person feels their role is meaningful, not just clerical. It promotes ownership and accountability. In moments of urgency, delegation often becomes rushed. The common way is, "I don't have time. Can you do it?" While urgent, it comes across as abrupt and dismissive. A stronger alternative is, "I'm tied up right now. Can you handle this on my behalf?" This still conveys urgency, but adds trust. It frames the delegation as empowerment rather than dumping. The tone shifts from desperation to respectful reliance, motivating the person to step in with confidence. Delegating small tasks can feel unimportant if phrased poorly. The usual line is, "Can you do this quick job?" While direct, it might sound dismissive of the effort required. A better alternative is, "This is a quick task that I think you can easily manage." This phrasing respects the person's capability and highlights their fit for the task. It frames even small work as valuable, boosting motivation and reducing resistance. The emphasis is on ease and trust, not on triviality. Customer follow-ups are often delegated quickly. The common way is, "Please call this customer." While functional, it lacks context. An alternative is, "Could you follow up with the customer and let me know their response?" This adds clarity and creates accountability for both the action and the outcome. It sets expectations, shows trust, and ensures the person understands the importance of closing the loop. It's not just a task, it's a contribution to customer satisfaction. Delegating creative work requires tact. The usual phrase is, "Can you make a draft design?" While straightforward, it doesn't invite ownership or vision. A stronger alternative is, "I'd like you to put together an initial draft design we can refine." This conveys collaboration and signals that the task is valued. It encourages creativity without pressure for perfection. By presenting it as a starting point, the person feels empowered to explore ideas freely while knowing support is there for refinement. Documentation is often seen as routine, so delegation needs careful wording. The common way is, "Please write this document." While clear, it may feel like a chore. An alternative is, "Could you prepare the documentation so we can keep records updated?" This connects the task to maintaining organizational order and accuracy. It frames documentation as essential, not optional. The shift here is from task to purpose, making the person feel they're contributing to reliability and efficiency. Assigning leadership can't be done casually. The usual phrase is, "Please lead this meeting." While direct, it might lack authority or confidence. A stronger option is, "I'd like you to chair this meeting and guide the discussion." This conveys trust, authority, and responsibility. It highlights not just task ownership, but leadership. The language empowers the individual to step into a guiding role, encouraging them to take control with confidence and clarity. Delegating coordination often sounds vague. The common way is, can you manage this group task? While functional, it doesn't clarify expectations. An alternative is, could you coordinate with the group and make sure progress stays on track? This sets a clearer scope and emphasizes the importance of oversight. It frames the individual as a facilitator, not just a worker. By giving purpose and direction, it elevates the responsibility and motivates proactive leadership. Delegating presentations requires clarity. The common way is, please make the slides. While specific, it can sound mechanical. An alternative is, I'd like you to create the slide deck for the presentation. This acknowledges the importance of the task and assigns ownership. It elevates slide making from a routine task to a critical part of communication. The phrasing signals trust in their ability to deliver a professional product that represents the team. Data entry tasks are often framed too simply. The common way is, can you enter this data? While direct, it doesn't highlight quality or accuracy. An alternative is, could you input the data into the system and check for accuracy? This sets a higher standard by pairing action with accountability. It ensures the person understands the importance of precision. The phrasing elevates the task from mindless entry to meaningful contribution toward reliable information systems. Delegating troubleshooting is a common workplace scenario. The typical phrase is, please fix this problem. While direct, it can come across as abrupt and transactional. It gives the impression of pushing work off rather than entrusting responsibility. An alternative is, could you look into this issue and resolve it as best as you can? This phrasing softens the tone, frames the task as important, and empowers the other person to use judgment. It shows respect for their problem-solving skills while keeping accountability clear. The takeaway: effective delegation balances clarity with respect. Training others is essential, yet how we delegate it matters. The common way is, please show them how to do this. While clear, it risks sounding rushed, as if you want a task off your plate quickly. A more supportive phrasing is, I'd like you to guide them through the process step by step. This emphasizes thoroughness, mentorship, and care. It positions the person not just as a trainer, but as someone capable of shaping another's confidence. The takeaway: delegating training well fosters stronger teams and shared knowledge. Event planning often requires passing ownership to others. The usual phrase is, please plan the event. While functional, it's vague and may leave the person unsure of expectations. An alternative is, could you take the lead on event planning and manage logistics? This adds clarity and authority, giving the person both responsibility and guidance. It communicates trust in their ability to handle details while making expectations specific. The takeaway: good delegation combines empowerment with direction. In leadership, delegation is not just about offloading tasks, but inspiring ownership. The common line is, handle this task for me. While it delegates, it can feel commanding. A stronger alternative is, I'm delegating this responsibility to you because I trust your skills. This shifts the tone from instruction to empowerment. It builds confidence and trust, reminding the person that they're chosen because of capability. The takeaway: in leadership, delegating with trust inspires accountability and pride. Balancing workload often requires asking others to step in. The common way is, I can't do this, please do it. While honest, it can sound like deflection or avoidance. A better way is, since I'm overloaded, I'd like you to handle this task. This communicates transparency about capacity while also showing trust. It acknowledges your limitation without making the person feel forced. The takeaway: effective delegation should feel collaborative, not burdensome. Approvals are routine but critical. The typical phrase is, please approve these requests. While simple, it can sound like an order and doesn't explain urgency. A more thoughtful alternative is, could you review and approve these so the process keeps moving? This makes the purpose clear. Progress depends on timely action. It also respects the person's role as reviewer. The takeaway: even routine delegation should explain value and context. Testing is often delegated in projects. The usual way is, please test this function. While accurate, it's overly brief and transactional. A stronger phrasing is, I'd like you to run the tests and report any issues you find. This not only gives the task, but outlines the expectation of feedback. It frames the tester as an active problem solver, not just a checkbox. The takeaway: delegation works best when expectations are fully communicated. Follow-up communication is key in teamwork. The common phrase is, please send these emails. While clear, it lacks detail and may feel like secretarial work. A more empowering version is, could you follow up with these contacts and update me on responses? This shifts from a mechanical task to a responsibility with ownership. It emphasizes the importance of feedback, not just sending. The takeaway: framing tasks with purpose makes them more meaningful. Assigning ownership requires careful wording. The typical line is, please take care of this. While it passes responsibility, it feels vague. An alternative is, I'd like you to own this task fully from start to finish. This makes expectations crystal clear and empowers the person with full control. It transforms a simple task into a project responsibility. The takeaway: when delegating ownership, clarity and trust are essential. Delegating with a supportive tone builds confidence. The common way is, can you do this task for me? While polite, it may still feel like a favor. A stronger phrasing is, I think this is a great fit for you, and I trust you'll handle it well. This not only assigns the task, but affirms the person's ability. It builds morale and makes the delegation feel like recognition rather than burden. The takeaway: supportive delegation inspires engagement and pride in work. You can find playlists for various languages in the video description. To practice the vocabulary, you are encouraged to explore our various apps. Links to these are also included in the description. If you found something new or interesting, feel free to share your thoughts in the comment section and provide your valuable feedback. And please don't forget to like the video and subscribe to our channel for more educational content.